Well, here we go. Another Thursday night. I hope you all are enjoying the week. And it's hard to believe it's the weekend now almost. We don't have the Friday holiday like we did last week, but still, I'm kind of
July
excited.
10th.
Yeah.
July is 1/3 over.
I'm turning her volume down right now.
Oh,
I
yeah,
recognize.
There we go. Yeah. Sorry. I forget.
Yeah. So
I'm not techie. Not even a little bit techie.
are we coming in loud and clear, I take it, huh?
Does everything sound good, look good? Well, I mean,
Are we
as
are we
much as
so
to be
loud that
expected.
we're distorting? So hello Irene and Donna and
Turn down
Tracy
the
and
volume.
Dory
Okay,
and
let me see
nope,
if I move
I can
this. Well, mine was weird last week.
Okay.
I wonder if I have. How's that, Donna? Is that better? Sorry about that. Wait for Donna to roll around.
Of course
Sounds
we've already
great.
changed everything now, so the sound will be different. But
Okay, sounds better. Good. Sorry about that. I'm loud anyway. I don't need a megaphone.
self-amplified.
Man, oh man, Thursday night again.
I know. We didn't mow yet this week, so mowing's still to do, and we're hoping Saturday to get down to Sedalia for a reptile show and Hobby Lobby, and just the week is gone already, and my day's not even over yet. I still got a report due by midnight, so
He's gonna be working late. late. So who bought a doll this week? Who bought a doll? I didn't buy a doll this week.
Hi Tina. You didn't? You got a doll this week, but
I
you
got one. I got that Cocoa Body came in, and then we still have the other one to show the unboxing of. The third of the two
Oh,
that we did. Yeah, we have another video of that, and I think we have another one still out there somewhere.
yeah. We've got quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but we've got several filmed but not released yet. So, yeah. So they've been coming in this week, but nothing new in the queue.
Yep. Good to see everybody. Thank you for coming. Seriously, we really appreciate it. So who bought a doll? Let's see. Still waiting for one to show up.
I think Dory, and then somebody said that they had done some thrifting, which is the best way to buy a new doll.
Yeah.
Deb.
Especially if you can find a Kenner Blythe.
And Renee, yeah, especially. And Renee
No.
said she hasn't bought a doll.
Hands in the air. Who thinks eBay is thrifting?
Waiting,
That's about all I can do.
waiting on a
thrifting.
project doll to arrive.
Oh, cool. What kind of project? And scroll back down because I think Carrie had said she's been pulling some dolls out. That she's moving them around. Go up a little more.
Well, she said not me.
Up a little more. Well, I don't know where it is. I swear I saw it.
You need to use your own screen if you want to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ink Pads Play Pal. I will be pulling out dolls that haven't been on display in a long time. Probably the ones I haven't shown off yet. That's cool. I have a lot of dolls that were waiting for their turn on YouTube that I still haven't shown.
Yeah.
Over a year ago, I bought an original Midge, Barbie's best friend, from 1960. What year did she come out? 61, I think. Where's Dory? She'll know. The original Midge, and I bought her for $1 at a flea market. And I haven't even showed her, and her flip is still in really good shape. I mean, really good shape. And I bought some other dolls way back that just never got their turn, and I got tired of all these dolls on my counter space, and we were having company, and I just put them up. So I look forward to that. I enjoy your videos in the morning. Carrie, you and Ayla are who I have coffee with. I get up about, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, walk the dogs, feed the chickens, let the goats out, come in, brush my teeth, do all of that, and then I sit down, I have coffee with Ayla and Carrie.
And whoever else came in overnight.
Yeah.
Dory, Dory is a late night owl,
Yeah, she's an owl,
so there's
yeah.
quite a few 2
so,
a.m.
yeah.
videos from Dory.
And Irene too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see theirs from the night before. I bought 10 this week from Abe. Ooh, all Rainbow High. Wow, Evelyn, that's a big deal. Congrats. Dory still has dolls to show also.
From Puddle, she said. I'm
Yeah.
interested to know what she got at Puddle.
I
Are
am
these
too.
dolls you bought at Puddle the event, or dolls you got from
Sherry's.
Sherry and Gigi's? And also Donna said, I think it was Donna, had just posted that, Donna, that she has a 24-inch Amaya she bought coming,
Congrats.
$16 delivered. So that
You can
is
find good deals on them for sure.
that is a great price.
Yeah, it is. I love those dolls. I love them. I think they're very cute, beautiful, and fun dolls. And they're fun to sew for. And my smart dolls.
Yep.
Love them.
Yeah, the free pile at Puddle was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See, could have gone.
Yeah, coulda. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Sadly, we are booked solid now till October for me. It looks like so. I gotta get a station built in Boston by October,
yeah.
or so I'm busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other news? I do have an announcement that came up. Ayla Avar and Tina's Reborns are doing a Christmas in July on the 25th, 10 a.m. Central. And I think Tina's here. Tina, are you still here? And is that anything Christmas they want to show, or is there a woven theme or anything else? Irene, get a dollhouse. Yes, anything Christmas. Wow, Irene, did you get that from your friend at church? The dollhouse? Are you still receiving those gifts? My goodness, lucky girl. Lucky girl. Well, I went to McDonald's this week, and I still have, I'll pull these out. I'm not going to go anymore. I like these, but the chances of getting what you want are slim to none, and I guess I'm pickier. But these are cute. The little Happy Meal, very cute. Irene said no, so she must have bought a dollhouse somewhere else. These are cute little Happy Meals. I'm going to say it 100 times. Happy Meal, Happy Meal. Okay, cute little Happy Meals. I love this. And I know just the doll that's going to use it. Isn't that the cutest? The old trays that they had with the chicken McNuggets. And then I got this. Well, my husband is so good. He gets the Happy Meals also. And the soda machine.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
That is cute. That's a totally different scale, though. That'll go.
Dollhouse size. I
Yeah.
should send this to Irene. For
That'll yeah.
outside her dollhouse.
I was going to say
down the road and around the corner, she could set up McDonald's.
I was going to say your mini Blythe
Yeah.
would be about right for them
Yeah,
too.
it's cute. So that's what I bought, and believe it or not, nothing else this week. That is all I have to show. Can you believe it? Some weeks I have piles on end, and other weeks I hardly have anything. We didn't go too much this week.
Well, we tried to go garage sailing on Friday. Of course, that was 4th of July, and not a soul had a garage sale, so there was nothing to pick up there.
We're going to go tomorrow.
And we didn't feel like traipsing to any of the stores on a 4th of July. We like to do our shopping on Fridays when it's not a holiday. We have the luxury to be able to go on a weekday to shop, and it's a whole lot less crowded. And people aggravate me. I can't help it. Nothing like shopping at the grocery store or Walmart or someplace, and there's here in our small town, people like to it's a social event when they shop, so they'll pile up at the end of a row and there'll be 4, 5, 6 people talking.
We live in a very small town. What is less than 8,000, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And everybody knows everybody is related to them or whatever, so you can't get through the aisles in Walmart. They're all standing talking.
I need a little
which is
horn on
great.
my cart to beep them out of the way, but I mean, it's fine. It's just, if I have an opportunity, I'm going to go on a weekday and skip that. I can move through the grocery aisles pretty quickly.
Yeah. He does that while I go.
While she wanders aimlessly through the
Toys,
clearance and toys.
Pet department. Evelyn said, I'm trying to get a full collection of Rainbow High dolls. I have a bunch of Barbies also, and Barbie, Midge and Alan, and kin Barbies with the grandma and grandpas. I absolutely love Rainbow High dolls. My top 4 dolls are Blythe, Smart Dolls, Rainbow High, and I guess that's my top 3. Really. And I always seem to turn back around to those,
Well, and your 17-inch
Yep.
made-to-move are they made-to-move Barbies?
Yeah,
Not,
yeah. Well, that's
not made-to-move, but
No, they're Dreamtopia,
Dreamtopia,
17-inch,
yeah.
And I really like the fashion dolls. I really like those, but I always seem to come back around to the Smart Dolls and Blythe and Rainbow High. Can't get out of the heat, Donna. And as after a couple of minutes, I can't walk. Oh, can't go shopping after. I found a pink wire frame Cinderella pumpkin decor. Wow, that's cool.
that's cool.
Still available in the morning when it's cool. Very cool. So would you like to show something?
Sure, we can.
Photos or animals or?
Why don't we fire up the little Dolly Parade? It's not much today. Well, oops. Dolly Parade or E-I-E-I-O? I was thinking E-I-E-I-O, but
That's up to you.
let's go ahead and do Dolly Parade. We actually have quite a bit of Dolly Parade. Yeah.
Thank you for sending them.
And these are kind of in the middle here. These are Glam Dog Glam. There are actually 2 people who I put the photos from last week in the wrong folder.
Okay.
So these are her swimming photos, and then she sent some photos for water sports as well. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference anyway.
Swimming is a water sport.
Yeah, exactly. And that is one of my favorite water sports, scuba diving.
You got to watch this one to talk about it.
Nope, you got to watch this one to talk about it because they're both delayed.
Okay.
It combines the photo you see here and your words at the same time and sends it out into the great wild, great outdoors. It's been hot everywhere, little Ohana, here too. It is just miserable in the humidity. Oh, Eric, see?
We're learning.
I'm learning. She knows already.
I love those concepts.
Yeah.
And stand-up paddleboards. And I love, too, stand-up paddleboards. Did we go last year? I don't think we did.
I don't think so either. Very cute.
Oh, swimming.
That's a clever little take. Maybe these are the swimsuit dolls. Oh yeah, red, white, and blue was last week. See, they are all running together.
This week was just fun.
Nice 4th of July. I can't believe
I
4th of July is
have
over.
that darker skin Barbie in that suit, and I really do like. I like a lot of those low-end Barbies, and I normally do not like painted on anything. I don't like anything painted on, but I do like this.
Now you've had a float trip, and I can't tell you how many years.
Well, I can't because it hasn't been since me.
And I'm guessing these are from Katie's
on
vacation.
Yeah.
I bet
She's at the beach.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if these came from her trip this
She's been sharing them on Instagram. Oh God, look at that.
What kind of doll is that,
I
Missy?
don't know, but it's cool.
I
Is
think I
Missy
saw.
here
I
tonight?
thought I saw Missy check in. Did you recognize that doll from Missy, Dory?
Dory recognizes all the dolls.
Well, I'm trying not to put her on the spot too badly.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What different? Like she looks like a,
Well, I'm not surprised, Dory, that you have a few of them. And I love that little boat. I'm not sure what it is, but
Julie makes so many.
well, I don't think she made that
No,
last.
I don't think
float,
so.
but that would
Who
be
knows?
cool.
Because
Yeah.
she really makes some good stuff.
And I'd like to see that boat there bigger. That looks like a small doll-sized boat.
I'm gonna end up with that black rainbow high girl with the rainbow hair. I always look at her. I look at her every time I go in the store, and I tell myself, "You're not buying dolls. We're not buying dolls. We're not buying." And I walk off. I'm gonna end up with her.
Careful, Missy. Dory will meet you at the door with her chihuahua.
Okay,
Are we good?
I think we went through twice. Let these go. I think this is the ending. The red, white, and blue. I think these were.
And right now it's playing the music. This may be the last time you ever hear this music
Oh,
again.
Darren's got a story for you.
This music was released in 2017 by a gentleman who goes by the name of Dell Music, I think it's called, or Dell Sounds. And he released it free to everyone. And I have all of the screenshots and everything where he released it, and his free and all this stuff. Well, we got two not strike notices, but copyright infringement notices for that
Another
music.
one?
Yep, got another one yesterday also for usage of this audio from it's like a music clearinghouse. And evidently people have reported that they go around and find free music that's been around a while, and then they claim it as their own, and then they start collecting royalties on people who use it. And since this guy hasn't posted anything in like 8 years, so I guess he's off the radar, and nobody could get a hold of him to prove one way or another. So
We used to use it in every
yes.
video.
So if they keep rolling through, then striking us, we're going to lose monetization on probably 30% of our videos, which is going to really tick me off. Now you can I can have them delete it. Most of the time the music is just at the very, very end where we used it, and it's not the end of the world if we took it out of the video, have them take it out of the videos. Well, all I have to do is just click yes, and they'll remove that music from the video automatically, but it will then be quiet.
I don't care.
I know.
Just do that. I'm so tired of YouTube and the games. I can't tell you.
So if anybody else is having troubles with YouTube, it seems like we've hit everything. But anyway, they are beautiful dolls. Thank you so much for submitting them. I appreciate it, and well, we all do, because it's really fun to see what everybody's put out.
Donna has some problems too. Artwork that they asked before she purchased with a license with when 15 years, they change the license and tell me I cannot sell anymore.
Yeah. See, I don't.
They ought not be able to do that.
Yeah. If it's video.
When the agreement is made,
Yeah.
it ought to stand under what is it called, grandfather.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it probably can't. With the right lawyer, you can probably keep them to it, but probably not worth the expense. So thank you so much again.
Yes.
So
and next week is?
you know what? I have forgotten completely about what next week is. It's rolling past the bottom of your.
Okay, here it comes.
Is this summertime fun? Well, this is from last week. I didn't get it updated. Summertime fun from last
There you
week.
go.
And there's my email address, darren@dollsrescued.com. It's a great way to send the photos to me, and I appreciate every one of them. And keep them coming.
Summertime fun can be anything.
Absolutely.
Anything at all.
Yep, could have been the same photos you already put in. I'm thinking,
Horseback riding.
picnic, horseback, kite flying.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to do a challenge. who can keep a kite in the air in a doll's hand. Not this week, but another time we should do that. That'd be fun. Really, really fun. So we recorded our animals. It is terribly hot. It is too hot to go out and stress them, to bring them in, to put them back out. And so we went out with the video, with the camera.
For today's EIEIO.
And made a little video. And we might need to do this as long as it's hot anyway.
Well, and this particular animal for tonight, they're large, silly, and a mess to carry around.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd have to wear a raincoat because right now well, I'll show you. Here they are.
We have 6. We put 3 in the water. Of course, there's Rennie now. You can see she's already wet. She's already been laying down in that pool.
No.
Yep, and we're trying. She's not hard on them, but she wants to move them. She wants them in certain spots, kind of like a herding dog, which.
I'm fine, dog. I'm fine.
Don't get out.
Yeah,
she's don't get out.
And Rennie likes to get in and lay down in the water. In fact, most of the time when she goes out by herself, she heads over to the pool and lays down. And the ducks are obviously, our geese are a mess there. And then this is my garden. It's not looking too bad this year.
There's our kayaks.
Yeah, and the kayaks in the background. I was cleaning them up so we can take them down to the pond and do a little swimming. So
I have had chickens since I was 6, off and on throughout my life. When I was 6 years old, the first animal I ever trained was a chicken to do tricks. And I've trained animals, I haven't lately, but I've trained animals all my life.
They are not allowed out yet.
Used to actually,
They're still dirty.
got paid for it and wrote books and was in magazines and all kinds of stuff for the different animals. I've trained betta fish and goldfish and horses and donkeys and llamas and goats, and I could go on and on and on. But a chicken was the first animal I ever trained, taught to do tricks when I was 6. And
we had chickens in South Dakota, but
and Wisconsin.
And Wisconsin.
Yep. And Martha's,ville.
And Martha's,ville.
And I had them growing up.
Yeah, and we just got them again here after
Yeah.
6 years without them here.
Yeah.
Basically because we got tired of not being able to find eggs and the ridiculous price they're getting for them when they are in stock around here.
Yeah.
And it's not so bad now, but it's fun. And Marna was looking for a little bit more animals in her life, so here we are. So
I'm all about animals. I always have been.
thanks, Donna. Yes, please hit the
Thank
like
you
button while
very
you're there,
much,
and if you
yes.
when we come up to the trivia contest tonight, you have to be a subscriber. So just go ahead and subscribe now while you're at it. I mean, what the heck? It doesn't cost you anything and gives us a little notoriety.
I went to the post office today.
Yeah.
I was really good about it. I didn't get mad. I didn't cuss them out. Should have, but I didn't. If I mail
It was yesterday.
yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. If I mail one pattern, it costs $1.01. If I put 2 in the same envelope, it costs $6.36. Yeah. So if I send you 2, they're going to come in separate containers. This is tonight's trivia prize. It is a McCall's craft pattern. It is an 18-inch doll pattern. Oh wait, I thought it did the. Whoa, I'll be darned.
It's not the.
No, I thought it had the PJs too, but it's the sleeping bag and the tent. Now I know that there's another one that has the, I bought a bunch of these, so you will see them again. I actually bought these a couple years ago. I was hoping to send these out and do a collab, and we all build that little tent and etc. And I never had the time that it would take to do the tent and the sleeping bag and the PJs.
Yep.
So, and then it got so expensive to mail everything that I just didn't. But this is tonight's trivia prize.
Well, are we going to dip right on
I
into it?
was waiting to see what you.
I'm good with that.
right.
We, like I said, you didn't have a whole lot of haul today,
didn't.
and we are sweltering out here in the heat. Luckily, I brought the fan in, so
We don't have air conditioning out
yeah,
here.
the studio is it's insulated, and we now have heat after starting everything up, but we haven't figured out. I'm going to have to put a
I
split
think
unit
we should
in here.
put in
Yeah.
central air and heating, and we've got a sink. We could put a bedroom over there.
Yeah, just live out here in the dolls.
Well-
But it's the same way as our bedroom is now, so what difference does it make? Bed, dolls.
Well, that's because of the doll room.
Well, the doll room though is
Just waiting.
dolls.
Well, yeah, but I'm waiting on shelves.
See, excuses. It's just dolls, dolls, dolls. I mean, we could stack the doll room up instead of this. It could be like this, but we got a lot of dolls. We are blessed. I think.
I've been
Or
on,
cursed. I'm not quite sure.
I have been on the Smart Doll website, and I'm just stalking it. Well, first of all, I'm waiting for a T-Boy Smart Doll to come back around. And I just checked eBay, by the way, because I've been stalking there too.
Well, hello. It isn't Focus on the
Yeah,
Cute
hi,
Australia.
guys. Yeah. No. That's Always Dolls.
Oh.
Focus on the Cute is here in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
And they've been pretty active on their site. It's good to see you guys posting again. And if you have been posting, and I just didn't know it, it's the algorithm that. Anyway, I've been on Smart Doll site, and I keep looking at these dolls. It's like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. And then I pull up how much it is in American dollars. It's like, do I like her that much?
Well, she keeps going through this little circle now. It's,
I am.
The latest boy doll Danny may have posted that's not the one she has. And then it's the cinnamon or tea peach body because she's got a lot of floating heads. And then, well, maybe the green body. But, well, wait, she's got a green body and they can't get the green head. And then it's back to, she's got 2 or 3 dolls that she's
Well, there's about 4
Girls.
that I'd like to have.
girl dolls. And then, yes, last night it was a blue doll that came up on eBay that I think it was $5.50. And she was sitting there thinking, well, if it was $4.50, I'm like, well, yeah, if it was $4.50, it would already be gone before
Well, I
you even
said
saw
it's
it.
going to be gone in 10 minutes, and it was gone in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and she sat around talking about it just long enough for it to sell out. And then she's like, man, I should have pulled the trigger.
That was where is she? I was point wrong. Here. That was the first American Girl doll I had, and I re-wigged her. She came and needed a bit of help, and I just got another one from that same lady.
Can I show her now?
Yeah, you can show her. And she needs some help, and she has on pimple cream right now because she has a bit of
Staining.
yeah, no, it's not staining, it's marker that I'm working on. So we'll have her up.
It did come off the
Yeah, it's coming
cloth,
off. It's
so-
coming off.
the hair's a little, well, stylized.
That's
It's
a
like
rat tail.
a rat tail,
Oh,
maybe?
you like that rat tail? All right, on the trivia, this is how it works. You have to be in the lower 48 for me to be able to send you the package. And I hate that, but to mail it to Alaska, Hawaii, or anywhere else in the world is like $30.
Yeah, it'd be cheaper for you to just buy it yourself.
Yep. And you have to be a subscriber. It's not too late. There's a subscribe button right there on the screen. And whoever comes up first on our screen with the correct answers are what I say they are. I have them written down.
Marna's contest, Marna's rules. She'll take her pony and go home.
Yep. All right.
And it's the answers as they come up on our
Oh,
feed.
yeah.
First person on our feed,
feed.
not necessarily on your screen. what you send will
dolls for
always come
days.
in before what other people send at the same time, because your answer just goes straight to your screen, whereas their answer has to go through the whole system. But anyway, so here we are.
And they're not all doll questions. Some are thrown in there just for fun. You want to show your little paddles?
No, I brought these in because if you didn't have a prize for today, I was going to say, how about some paddles? But I ran extra paddles, canoe paddles for Barbie today.
Dory's Dollies, J Dolls UK, and Joni's Photography, and I have an upcoming collab I think you're really going to enjoy. And Darren printed these for me for that collab. And it is using our little BJD frogs, and I think you're really going to like it. So that's the 14th, 10 a.m. Correct answer? Well, I mean...
And hello, thanks for posting.
Thanks
too.
thanks for coming. Okay.
They are cute. Focus on the cute. All the smart dolls.
Oh, thank you. Number 1, name a weekly challenge within the YouTube doll community. That would be like, I can't say one. Just a weekly, I need 2 oars for my canoe.
Well, these are paddles, different than an oar. But if you need a paddle, we got you covered.
Okay, Hi Barbie is monthly. Pink has, or I always want to call her Pink. Renee has it with Flashback Friday, followed by Show and Tell Wednesday and Cheeky Monkey Monday. And what are some others? Wild Wednesdays. I can't think. There's a bunch of them. Number 2, what is the top
My dolls for days.
or most popular melon to eat in the summertime? The most popular melon that people eat in the summertime.
At least at our house.
Yeah, we eat it about every day. Watermelon, dolls for days. Number 3, pie. That's P-I, not the kind you eat. The mathematical P-I is a ratio of what 2 measurements? Pi is a ratio of what 2 measurements? And it completely stopped. What did she say? We're having pie?
Now, I know there's a
Pecan.
few folks here that have, well, I would say nerd or techie husbands or spouses. So you know,
Or
maybe
they are.
or they are themselves.
We have teachers.
That's right. We've got teachers.
Pi is the ratio. There
Way
it
to
is.
go, Renee.
There it is, Renee. Diameter and circumference of a circle. Correct. Number 4. Who hosts Cheeky Monkey Monday? That give their channel name. And what day of the week is it on? Who hosts Cheeky Monkey Monday? You know, I think I like that one because it's so cute.
Just
It's
cute
fun
to
to
say.
say. And the monkeys,
Just like Holly's Dolly Hobby.
Holly's Dolly Hobby. That is the cute. I just love it. My chair's cherubs. Dory's got it. Number 5. What large What large nationwide fabric store just closed and who bought them out?
In the USA.
In the USA, yeah. What large national fabric store in the USA just closed and who bought them out? Joann's and Michael's. Boy, Renee's on it. All right, now we're going to have some fun.
Aren't we having fun yet?
We are really having fun. See who's
Beatings will continue until attitudes improve.
These are going to be a race to get the answer up. Number 6. How tall is a typical Poppy Parker doll? How tall is a typical Poppy Parker doll?
Yeah, it's breaking our heart too there.
Joanne's,
Joanne's,
I know.
yeah.
Nobody's right yet. How tall is a typical Poppy Parker doll? Hobby Lobby may be beefing up the fabric, hiring. Oh, cool. I hope that's true. Nope, nobody has it yet. You're close.
Well, some of them are closer than others.
Yeah. How tall is a Poppy Parker doll, the typical? Na, 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 na. You know what? I'll probably get striped for that.
Glam doll, glam. I didn't put spaces in here. I see now you've got a space after doll and before the second glam. I'll fix your titles for next time around.
Oh, in her name.
Yeah.
12-5, Renee's. Oh, wait a minute. Donna's got it.
Yep, Donna's got it.
before.
We're
Yeah.
sitting here not paying attention. I'm looking at your screen here, making sure that, yep.
Number 7. How tall is the older typical Barbie doll? How tall is the older typical Barbie doll? Y'all, some of you already answered this.
Last answers for last questions
Deb's
don't
got it.
automatically count on this.
11-5. How tall, number 8. Number 8. How tall is a toner Elowin doll? How tall is a toner Elowin doll?
And there's a quiz at the end of the quiz.
What?
All these numbers, got to
Oh.
prove you remember them.
Donna's got it, 16 inches. Number 9. On a color wheel, what color is straight across from orange? Straight across. On a color wheel, what color is straight across from orange? And you know what? I'm glad I looked this up because I was wrong.
Yep.
Renee is right with blue. I thought it was purple. And I went and looked it up to make sure, and it's blue. Number 10.
That would have thrown everybody as they tried to guess what you thought it was and not what it was.
Yeah. And I'm right. We're going by my, whatever I say. Number 10. How tall are the original 1/6 rainbow or shadow high doll? How tall is a rainbow or shadow high doll?
I
I'm
thought they
looking
were
for the
taller than that.
1/6. Nope.
Huh, I'm surprised.
Here it is. Donna's got it. 10-5. Okay.
You do need some other variety out here.
I know. I need to change them around more. I know. You know, we're going to move the table, though, so now I got to fill up these shelves over here, so I better get on eBay and get some more dolls.
How about the ones at the foot of my bed?
That's where they go. 12. If you saved $10 every week for 1 full year, how much money would you have at the end of the year? Number 12. If you saved $10 every week for 1 year, how much money would you have at the end of the year?
Is that what that person had said? Is that where that number came from?
This?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's way wrong.
Well, then I'm as stupid as she is. You don't need to say what I am. I saw this on, I know what I did wrong. I know exactly what I did wrong.
We were talking about asking people for, we had this conversation, And Deb's got the answer correct,
Deb is the
520.
first one, yes.
Um,
On YouTube, I watch these where they ask college kids these questions. They're like math questions and history questions, and it's amazing how
Simple stuff, the stuff you would expect everybody who graduated high school to know. I mean, you know, kind of like if you ever remember Jay Leno, and he used to get out there. I can't remember
Yeah.
what he called it, but he'd go out and
Yeah.
out on the street and ask questions, and obviously they picked the people who had the dumb answers and didn't show the people who had the correct answers, but it was still fun. But this person had they answered that question with some number way the hell out of nowhere.
$30,000.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was a TikTok this gal made, and she said, all you have to do is save $10 a week, and you'll have $30,000
Yeah.
at the end of the year. And I looked at Darren and said, okay, that's got to go on trivia.
Trivia question.
And then I screwed it up. Okay, we're just going to skip over the point that I get it wrong. 13. How many wheels does a tricycle have? How many wheels does a tricycle have? Honeybee's got it.
Yep.
Number 14. Name a Barbie that has moving motor-like parts. There are some Barbies that did some things, like their bodies did things, and I want you to name one. Excuse me. Name a Barbie that has moving motor-like parts. Most of them have like gears within, and you wind them up and then let them go, and then those parts will go.
But this actually has a motor, huh? Not just a
Well,
spring.
it's not a motor. I said motor-like.
Okay.
I don't think talking Barbie. Well, I don't know. I guess that would be a motor because you would pull a string or push a button. So that would count, right? I think so. Is that the first one that came up, or was?
Well, twist and turn was the first
Okay,
answer.
twist and turn is correct, Donna. Yeah. Yeah, they had dancing, and they had the arms that went around in a circle for swimming and dancing and walking and all kinds of stuff. Number 15. What was the Lone Ranger's horse's name, and what color was it? Number 15. What was the Lone Ranger's horse's name, and what color was it? Bye, Tracy. Thank you so much for coming. Deb is correct. Silver and white.
Silver was its name,
Yep.
white was its color. Just
Bullet was Roy Rogers' German Shepherd dog. His horse was Trigger, his dog was Bullet. And Buttermilk was Dale Evans' horse.
happy trails.
I watched all the Westerns. Grew up on them. Number 16. What was the Kindle theme that caused the commotion in 1993? What was the Kindle theme that caused the commotion in 1993?
93.
Yep.
Wakeboard Barbie?
Nope. Earring.
Oh, earrings,
The
huh?
earring Ken. Yep. Nola has it. Number 17. What did the original Ken come with? What did the original Ken come with?
Oh, good luck.
Good. People know that.
Okay.
What did the original Ken come with?
I want to meet these people. I hope they're out there in the audience.
Erica, thank you for coming. What did the original Ken come with? Low self-esteem?
Not a date.
Okay. Here, wait a minute. Red shorts and a striped shirt? He did come with that shirt. Why didn't they say that on that? You're right, he did. But he also had, boy, nobody's really got the full,
No, look at Renee.
yeah, but she doesn't have it all. Well, actually, she does.
I'm pretty sure that's what
She does.
that
Yeah,
is right
yeah,
there.
Yeah, she's got it. The site that I got this off said swim trunks, towel, cork sandals, and in a box. But I had one, and I know it came with that striped shirt and a stand. So we're going to give that to Renee.
Of course, she didn't get
And
towel.
yeah, well, I don't remember the towel. I think that was answered by AI, who wasn't around when that was there like I was.
Made it up. What he ought to come with, huh?
Yeah. 18. This is a fun one. This is really trivia. Number 18. On what TV show did the first Mattel commercial for Barbie appear? On what TV show did the first Mattel commercial for Barbie appear? Ken also came with that striped shirt. I think it was followed by Alan. I think they did Alan in the same.
Well,
It was a yellow towel. Well, okay.
she's asking, I think, a question. Was it a yellow towel?
Irene said, was a yellow towel. Was it? Oh, okay. Was it a yellow towel? I don't know.
Missy got it though. Mickey Mouse Club.
Mickey Mouse Club is correct. Number 19. How tall is a 1/3 scale doll? How tall is a 1/3 scale doll? $24. Donna's got it. Number 20. We've talked about this on my channel several times, and we've talked about it here several times. So here's the question. What is doll scale based on? What is doll scale based on?
Missy's got it.
6-foot man, that's correct. Here is the prize, and Darren is going to add.
Well, I don't have to add, they're already marked, but we've
Okay.
got a tie here between Renee and Donna.
Okay, I have to come up with a number. Where can I write it?
What do you want the number between? 1 and?
What do you think? 1 and 10.
So
Donna and Renee
type
pick a
in a-
number between 1 and 10.
Donna says give to Renee.
Okay. Well, she was really close anyway, so that's fair all the way around. Thank you, Donna. That's very generous of you. We are still looking for volunteers for to be speakers at our events, especially Winterfest. We'd really like, if you have a doll business with smart dolls, or if you sew for dolls, or crochet, or knit for dolls, and you would like to come and be a guest speaker at Winterfest, we would love to have you. And it's not just that. If you do wigs, or you do anything that pertains to the dolls, wigs or face-ups or make eyes or dioramas, dollhouse for smart dolls, not the 112 size. Anything for smart dolls, and it's okay if you have a business. We like to promote doll businesses, doll channels, etc. And we would love to have you. It does not pay. However, your weekend is free, and we send your goodie box at no charge. And you promote yourself, so
Yeah,
it works out.
which is really a good deal.
Yeah, and the same is true for the 16-inch fall fashion. If I don't get speakers, I won't be able to have the
Won't have speakers, won't
yeah.
have a...
we won't have a program. So if you're thinking about doing it, please contact me. Love to have you. And like I said, it can be anything. Make props, make furniture, make hats, anything at all, shoes.
Or if you have a notable collection.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
we're not talking about two more than most people, but if you've got
yeah.
an unusual collection, especially with
Older
the
dolls.
fashion, the fall fashion,
Yep.
there's quite a lot of dolls over a long span of history. If we could get Dory to dig her collection out, for example.
My God, that's asking a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just throwing out an idea
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the ether.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's show them the little geese again
Okay.
before we wrap it up.
Where did I put them?
Show
Oh,
you how guys
you know, the water makes me feel cooler too.
That's right.
I could be dipping my toes in that geese water right about now. I'd need a bath, but
No.
that's the other reason why I didn't want to bring them in today, because I'd be a mess. Anyway,
Our
Franny.
puppy is 7 months old, and she's such a good girl. She is such a good girl.
and when you're sitting in the chair, she has to put her, when she's standing
They're
next to you,
not
she has to
allowed
put her
out
head down to put it in your lap.
Yeah,
They're so dirty.
yeah.
And come on down. We've got cucumber, zucchini, and
Oh my God, you should see my counter. There's so many cucumbers
already
on it.
starting to come in, and it's going to be a great summer.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. We always appreciate it.
Falling apart here? Well, anyway, and we appreciate you coming. I don't know what her problem is, but we
I had something in my tooth and it came.
appreciate you coming, and we hope to see you next week. And check out our videos. We'll be seeing yours. And have a great weekend. We got a lot lined up for ours. I hope we find
There's
some
a
great
lot
things, and I
going
hope you
on.
do too.
Yeah. Get out. It's summertime. It won't be long. We're going to
No.
be talking about too much snow, too cold, too this, too that. Don't be a weather hater. Get out in the heat. Thank you for coming. Good night.